What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing today? It's Coach Giani, and beautiful, beautiful day here in Orlando, Florida. Look at how beautiful the day is. Look at that. All the boats in the back, the pool, the kids playing, watching their movies. Well, we're waiting for our food to come here. So anyways, guys, I wanted to share with you what I learned from Uncle Richard. You know, I was completely broke, and I started working for Uncle Richard after I lost my job, and basically I was doing some web design work for Uncle Richard. He wasn't really my uncle, but he was the cousin of my ex-wife, and he had his own company in his house. Okay, he worked from home, and he was doing marketing, public relations for Catholic associations all over the world. Not over the world, in the United States, and I was the web guy that was taking care of the website. Okay, I was taking care of the website, and something that fascinated me about Uncle Richard was that Uncle Richard had kids, and Uncle Richard was always playing with the kids, always taking the kids to the park. He had a beautiful house. He got a beautiful pool, not as beautiful as my pool now, but he had a beautiful pool at that time in Indiana, and he had time, okay, okay, and I was like, how can I become like Uncle Richard? How can I become as Uncle Richard? I want to spend time with my kids, because at that time I had two older kids that I was never with them. Because I was always busy chasing jobs, chasing a paycheck. So I was never spending time with them. And I said, I have to find out how Uncle Richard is able to have a boat, is able to have a beautiful, I think it was like a $600,000 home in Indiana. And a $600,000 home in Indiana is a nice home. And most important is, he had the nice truck, you know, like not like my Cadillac, but it was what was it? I don't know what, but something similar to the Cadillac, big. And I envy his life. I did envy his life, but most important is because he was making good money. And he had time for his children. And he was putting his kids in the best schools. And I did envy his life. And then I asked Uncle Richard, hey, Uncle Richard, how can I become like you? And he said, the answer is leverage, okay? You have to be able to have a good team that you can train and you can delegate. So you have to be a good leader. So what he will do is he will pick up a project, you know, for let's say website design, and they'll pay him, you know, let's say $50,000, and then he'll have a team doing it for $10,000. And all he will do is he'll find the deal, okay, collect the money, and then he will have his team, which I was included in that team, you know, fulfill on the deal. And what Uncle Richard was good at was finding clients that will pay him money, okay, and leveraging deals so he can have freedom, okay. And that little concept made me a millionaire, okay? I just needed someone to inspire me. I just needed to see what's possible. He had his niche. And his niche is not a huge niche. It is big niche. Yes, you can do $1 million a year because it's all the Catholic associations in the United States. Okay, he will build relationships with those customers, and then he'll do all the web design work that most priests didn't know how to do. You know, the newsletters and all the stuff. But at the end, the concept was simple. The concept was simple is, do you know how to find clients? Do you know how to find and get paid 10 grand for something that you can buy for 2 grand or 5 grand? And that was the concept. And that is the concept, that you buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high is the concept that has made every guy who is a millionaire a millionaire. And the problem is, most people do not know how to find people that are willing to pull out a credit card to give you money. And they don't have the systems. Because you hang out with people who think small. Okay? If you hang out with people who think small, you're always gonna have small results. Like someone just posted, I joined MCA or whatever the company name is, and I don't know how to find customers. Of course you don't know how to find customers. You're hanging out with people who don't know how to find customers. You know? You wanna learn how to find customers? Hang out with people that know how to find customers every single day. You know? If you want to spend more time with your kids, if you want to take care of your mother like I do, as you can see, that's my mom. Okay? That's my mom, as you can see there, right? Somewhere there, yeah, there, right? And that's her little apartment in the mansion. So the mansion is here, right? Mansion is here, and then my mom has her own apartment by the pool. Okay? You want to be able to spend time with your kids as much as you want, like we do. Okay? You have to hang out with people or learn from people who hang out with their kids as much time as they want. Right? And in that case, is I got inspired by Uncle Richard, because Uncle Richard was living the life that I wanted. I passed him, by the way. Now he calls me for advice on traffic. That's funny. He called me 2 months ago. He said, hey, what are you doing? Teach me. Sorry, man. Now you have to pay me now. No, I give him tips. I didn't charge Uncle Richard. I gave him some tips. But anyways, I took what Uncle Richard was doing to the 10x level. Okay? But at the end, you have to get inspired by someone. You have to be around people doing something, living the life that you want to live. And you need to be able to learn from them what they're doing. And you need to be able to duplicate their life. That's simple. Okay? And you have to stay consistent. This story, I'm telling you, was 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I envy Uncle Richard's life. And 4 years ago, I made a decision to have that life for my children. To take complete ownership of my life. Complete ownership, where I decide what clothes my kids are gonna wear. Where I decide if we're gonna eat steak or not. Where I decide which schools are they gonna go. I'm not going to do what I did for 36 years, where the government or the president decided for me, where my job or my boss decided for me. Because when you get that little check for $700 or $600 for a week, and you don't have time to decide, you can't even afford to decide, but we choose the life we want to live. We choose. because we're selfish. Selfish to be comfortable. Selfish to be comfortable, to live a mediocre life. Okay? When you see people actually living a better life, you are afraid to ask for advice, for help. You are embarrassed. And I was like that for 36 years. Okay? 36 years. I was, you know, this is, life is what it is. You just have to take what they give you. If life give you that, that's what you take. No. Bullshit. Bullshit. Okay? You can't decide the life that you want. If you want to give your parents the best life possible, like today, I'm going to take them to they want to go to the outlet mall, so that's what they like. And I'm going to give my mom money, and my dad money, so they can actually buy nice things. I decided that life. I decided that life. I said, screw the 36 years of being a loser. Now I'm going to take complete ownership of my life, and I'm going to decide how big I want to become. Okay? So it's never late, guys. I already told you. I don't care how old are you. Maybe you're 50. Maybe you're 60. You're never late. You're never late. Okay? You have to be focused. 1 year with the right strategy. 1 full year with the right strategy. With the right people. And you can too. So that's my story about Uncle Richard. I hope you found it powerful because it changed my life. I hope it changes your life. Rewatch it, rewatch it, rewatch it. You deserve an amazing life. Don't let anyone tell you different. This is Coach Giani. Peace.